What's up, Game Changers? It's your boy TJ, aka Mr. Game Changer, and I'm back with another mini take. Yet another mini take, volume 10. Big 10, yes sir. And I'm here. Today's mini take is gonna be about my top 5 underdogs so far in the NFL. Week 3. Week 3 is done. And it's definitely been some good games of football, man. Football, it's been some blowouts, it's been some close games, it's been some game winners by touchdowns, field goals, all type of things. But I'm here to give y'all my top 5 underdogs. These are the teams that can sneak up on you. And I think these are the teams that are really going to sneak up on people and are going to be surprised when they play them. And I hope the NFL players out there, I hope y'all watching film. Like, I know most of y'all are watching film, but those people who going to be the key persons to make the key plays, you know who you are. I mean, it's different personnel every game, but you know the key people on your defense, on your offense that need to make plays for y'all to win. And I think y'all are the most ones that should be watching film and watching out for these teams. All right, now I'm going to start from 5 and I'm going to get to 1. All right, number 5, the New Orleans Saints. The New Orleans Saints, I think they're definitely an underdog. Derek Carr, a veteran quarterback. They also have a veteran defense that's pretty solid. A veteran defense that's pretty solid. And it's just a lot of experience, honestly. And they would have never lost if Derek Carr would have got hurt against the Packers. I was like, man, what? The Saints was on my parlay. I put Saints money line, and they lost against the freaking Packers. Jordan Love. And I actually, for number 5, I was going back and forth when I was making this list between actually the Packers and the Saints. But I chose the Saints because they have more experience overall. And Derek Carr definitely put it over the choosing point for me. You feel me? It's Jordan Love versus Derek Carr. I'm choosing Derek Carr just because of the experience. But Jordan Love, I almost went with the Packers. Jordan Love, he has definitely surprised me, and I think he will continue to surprise people, but not to the point where they're going to win their division, their conference, or whatever, or just win more than maybe 8 games. So, but these 5 teams, I think, can win more than 8 games and potentially be in playoff contention. I'm not saying these teams are Super Bowl. Oh, they going to make it to the Super Bowl. But you never know. Never say never. So the Saints, they're 2-1 now. They're 2-1 now. And they play the Bucks next. And the Saints against the Bucks, I'm not going to lie. I'm picking the Saints. I'm picking the Saints, bro. I'm picking the Saints. Number 4. The New England Patriots, Mac Jones, he is also a person that surprised me when the New England Patriots picked him up in the draft. I honestly didn't see it. I mean, I know he went to Alabama. I didn't really see it in college, but I didn't really see him. But when you're in a system that's structured and that's battle tested. Bill Belichick is battle tested as a head coach. So I think he's definitely leading Mac Jones into the right direction. And honestly, I checked a few stats on the defensive side. They are decent. So the Patriots, as far as offense, and Mac Jones, he's throwing the ball well. 270 yards his last game. And that's no, he didn't throw for two. I'm reading my notes wrong. He didn't throw for 270 yards. Actually, the defense held their teams on an average in week 3 to 270 yards. That's 5th in the league right now. So you're holding teams that you play on an average to 270 yards a play. That's 5th in the league, bro. That's good. So the defense is holding down. I think the last 3 games they had like 24-25. This last game was 15-10, and they still won against the Jets. But his first 2 games let you know that they can score the ball. So the defense is doing well, and they can find ways to score. I put a lot of that on the progression, of course, of Mac Jones, but also the coaching. Like, if you're coached up very well, the plays, like, just imagine Justin Fields right now on the Patriots. Come on now. Justin Fields on the Patriots. We will be having a different conversation if Justin Fields is on the Patriots, bro. Real talk. And you know what I'm saying. I'm saying the Bears coaching is horrible, but I don't want to go into this rant. I'm going to continue on my top 5 because I'm a Bears fan, and I'm just super upset with the organization. I'm just like, we're literally 0-3. And everybody asking who fault it is. We all know who fault it is. But yeah, the Patriots are 1-2 right now, and they play the Cowboys next. I do think the Cowboys are going to play better. But if I was gambling on this game, and I would see the plus minuses for the money line, if it's too high for the Cowboys, I might go with the Patriots just because there's money on the table for that. But I'm taking the Cowboys. They play the Cowboys next. I think the Cowboys will come back and redeem themselves because that game against the Cardinals, I don't know what was going on with them, but it was horrible. I think it's because they lost one of their main leaders on defense. So, I mean, that can always be a reason, but I think they're going to bounce back. But the Patriots could win it. Number three for my dark horses coming out of week 3, the Seattle Seahawks. The Seattle Seahawks, and I put them above the Patriots because their offense is way better. And I feel like their defense is okay. And I feel like defense is the main thing for me, like making this list. But offense, as far as like an underdog going up, they're 2-1. So I think they have a lot of weapons on offense. They have Lockett, they have DJ Metcalf, they have like 3 core running backs, and that's what a lot of teams are doing nowadays in the NFL. Instead of that one quarterback, they're going with 3 quarterbacks that can produce throughout the whole game. So one running back, not quarterback, one running back comes out, the other running back goes in, like vice versa. So I think the running back situation in Seattle is pretty good. So Seattle Seahawks, I think their offense can get them a long way, but maybe not as far as maybe a defense can take you. Having equal defense with offense right now, I think their offense is really good, but it may overpower their team as far as outweighing the defense, and then that's where other teams can find holes in your game and your team and then start to really beat you, and now you got to go back to the drawing board. So I put the Seahawks at number 3 over the Patriots because even though I feel I like defense better than offense, I'm a big advocate for defense win championships, but I just think that offense is special and it can take them places, especially if they put the right pieces around Geno. I mean, he can end his career as a Seahawk if he keeps playing like this. So right now they're 2-1. They're 2-1. They play the Giants next. I think against the Giants they'll be 3-1. So a 3-1 start, that's a lot of confidence for a good offensive team. So hey, the Seahawks at 3. Number 2, the Colts. After I just seen what they made a former MVP do. Now, granted, when I was watching this Ravens game, I was yelling because I had them on a parlay. And I was like, what are y'all doing? Y'all being super passive. Throw the ball, stop running. I'm going in. But after the game, I seen on Twitter that they have like 8-9 players out on offense and 8-9 players out on defense with injury, bro. And I'm like, oh, okay. So you didn't trust some of the people on your offense and you trust your defense more than your because that's what it looked like. So the Colts, but enough for the Ravens. The Colts, their defense, they play really well. They look what's his name? Zaire Cook. It's Zaire, but I don't know if his last name is Cook. But number 44 on the Colts, defensive linebacker. He's the real deal. He's the leader in the NFL in tackles right now. He's the real deal. I believe in their defense and a young quarterback, Richardson. If he comes back next week, the Colts are 2-1 right now, and they play the Rams next week. I think when healthy, they can definitely be dominant, especially with that defense. I don't see their defense digressing at all. At all. And their defense is better than the Seahawks and the Patriots, in my opinion. I feel like their defense is better than those teams, so that's why I put them at number 2. I think their offense would just come along with it. They just need reps. Right now they got Minshew in and replace with Richardson. I really hope Richardson comes back from his injury next week so he can get more reps, because I feel like he's a great quarterback and he's going to work with the Colts. So as long as he get those reps in, the Colts, all they can do is progress. At this moment right now, if there's no injuries, all they can do is go up. The only thing that will keep them stagnant, I don't feel like nothing could put the Colts like lower than they are right now. Only thing that can keep them stagnant is injuries. So if they stay healthy, if they get their quarterback back, I think they're going up. I'm not saying Super Bowl contenders, but like I said, they could make the playoffs. And I'm just being honest. That's just my opinion. 2-1. They play the Rams next week. I think they'll be 3-1. I think they'll beat the Rams. Matthew Stafford with the Rams been looking pretty subpar. I mean, the defense for the Rams, they can try all they want, but if I don't see potential on the offense, I'm not really gonna trust you. You get what I'm saying? They have a great defense, but what the offense looking like? You feel me? That's why I picked Colts at number 2. They have a great defense, and I feel like their offense has so much room to progress. Like their ceiling is higher. So the Colts at 2, and they're gonna be 3-1 next week. And my number one underdog is the Cleveland Browns. Cleveland, this is for you. Shout out to King James. The Browns. Deshaun Watson, he only gonna get better. Like I was just saying about the Colts, only way he'll stay stagnant is if he get hurt. I'm seeing him get better every week, and that's all he can do. Get better and better if he stay healthy with repetition. With his new team, he's gonna get better, bro. He's gonna get better. The Browns have the best time of possession on both sides. So what that means is the Browns in the league on offense, they have the most time of possession in the NFL. And also, the Browns defense holds other team to the least time of possession. So the Browns are getting the other team's offense off the field, and the Browns offense is staying on the field for twice as long as the team that they're playing. So if they have the ball more, if they have the ball longer, I know Nick Chubb out for the season or whatever, but they just signed Kareem Hunt. They still have running backs that can still put it on the ground and do what they need to do, because a big part of that time of possession is them running the ball. So, and you got Amari Cooper on the other side. Like, I think they can get it done, and I definitely think I put them at number 1 because I think out of all of these things, I think they have all of these teams, I think they have the most chance to be a playoff team. So I'm going with the Browns. The time of possession is crazy. That's how you know the defense The defense is good and the offense is progressing. And you see a pattern here. Like the defense is kind of carrying the offense, but as long as the offense has room to grow to get where the defense is, I'm picking you. I'm here because defense wins championships, bro. And I'm gonna just keep it a buck. That's the reality. Defense gonna win you championships for real. And believe it or not, you gonna ask me like, oh well, the Eagles had a better defense than the Chiefs last year. Yeah, I get that, but when it came down to get them stops, get that fumble. What's his name? Jalen Hurts. I remember that game like it was yesterday when he fumbled that ball. Guess who made him fumble that ball? That defense. So he fumbled that ball. They recovered it and ran it back for the touchdown. That's defense. Even though the Eagles may have had a better defense, when it comes down to it, what is your defense doing? What is your defense getting stops? It don't matter the chatter. It don't matter the rankings. What is your defense built for? You feel me? Are they built for it tough like the car? You feel me? Like I feel like a lot of these teams that I picked. So that's my top 5: the Browns, the Colts, the Seahawks, the Patriots, and the New England Saints. I feel like they have people in their locker room to like help motivate them, help get them to that next level. Like especially like I said with the Colts, number 44, NFL's leading tackle. I think Bill Belichick is that for the Patriots. Derek Carr is definitely that for the New Orleans Saints. D Watson for the Browns. He got to be Seahawks. I don't know who. Maybe Wagner. It's usually the quarterback. But man, these teams have so much room for improvement, and I think they will answer the call of duty. At least three out of 5 of these teams will answer the call of duty. And usually, you give out the ones that didn't make it or the ones that almost made it to your list. You give them out first, but I'm finna say this team last and I'm gonna just leave it here and then the video gonna be done. Listen, the Houston Texans, hear me out, and I forgot to look up this stat, but I'm pretty sure their rookie quarterback CJ Stroud is in the top 10 of passing yards so far through week 3 of quarterbacks. You check this stat, but I'm pretty sure he is top 10 in passing yards. That is saying something as a rookie quarterback, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Like, let me just go back and see their games, because honestly, I seen something in their last game against the Jaguars. It surprised me a little bit. I was like, okay. Because that game, he threw 20 for 30, 280 yards, and 2 touchdowns with a QB rating of 83.6. Now, the QB rating wasn't all that, but as far as his passing yards, he is definitely surprising me. Definitely. And I'm gonna check their schedule, but as far as top 10 QB rating, also, even though his QB rating for this game was an 83, he's also in the top 10 in the NFL in QB rating. So he's in the top 10 in the NFL in QB yards and QB rating. That is really saying something. And you probably asking, TJ, this is a team game. Listen. I think teams like the Texans that people were counting out the whole year just need a spark, bro. They just need a little spark, and I think that win against the Jaguars was the spark. And I'm going to give you their schedule, and I'm going to leave. They play the Steelers next. Then they play the Falcons. Then they play the Saints. Then they play the Panthers. Then they play the Buccaneers. So those are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 straight games. They're 5 next games that can go either way. And what are they right now? they're 1-2, and their next 5 games can go either way. Let's say if they win, 4 out of their next 5 games, that's 4-1. That's 5-3 right there. So you in close to the middle of the season and you're 5-3 as the Texans as your rookie quarterback. I know it sounds crazy. It sounds crazy, right? But just look at schedule. We talk and look at the pace and where this quarterback is going. Like I said, with some of my top 5 underdog teams, the only thing that can keep them stagnant is injury. Injury, bro. After those 5 games, we got the Bengals, the Cardinals, then the Jaguars again, then the Broncos, then the Jets, then the Titans, then the Browns, then the Titans again, and to end off the year, the Colts. I don't see the Eagles on here. I don't see the Chiefs on here. I don't see the Cowboys on here. I don't see no top 5 team right now on their schedule. So please, you heard it from here first. Look out for the Texans. They have a fairly easy schedule, and they just sparked something off this win against the Jaguars. Hey, you heard it from Mr. Game Changer first. That's my top 5. The Browns, the Colts, the Seahawks, the Patriots, and the Saints. Those are my top 5 underdog teams coming from week 3. And let's see how they do going forward, man. Hey, if y'all agree with me, hit me down in the comments. If y'all disagree, hit me down in the comments. Let me know what's y'all opinion on my list. Do y'all like it? Do y'all not? Let me know. Let's argue. Let's conversate. Let's get the NFL football talks going, man. Hey, that's all I got for y'all, man. Mini Take Volume 10. We out here, Mr. Game Changer.